own, what needs and wants to come out. A lot. Yeah. So I'm almost afraid myself, I think. I hadn't realised that till today. Of what wants to come out.
I think I started out, in a milieu some 40 years ago when it was a lot easier. All this, we glorified the ugliness, really. We glorified the release and the sweat and the sort of dribbling and the rage and all this stuff. We thought it was great. And everybody said, that's great, and the uglier it got, the better we were, and they said, wow, seriously. And we didn't have, Eckhart Tolle, and we didn't have, sort of spiritual people, sort of, who were very relaxed looking and things, and who else? I mean, whoever else, I can't. But, we didn't have these sort of paragons of psycho-spiritual development to say, well, they're not dribbling and screaming and whatever, it should be more like that. And it seems to me, just from my limited point of view, that that's quite difficult, really. Because mostly it takes time to process all of that stuff that in the quiet of the cot in the dark in the bedroom, probably, use that loosely, but the whole metaphor of that time, you were experiencing, probably all of us were experiencing, without any attention, without any recognition, without any healing, you see. So then, in the adult body, you have to do that, and somehow welcome it and celebrate it as a process of psychological healing. That, you probably know this, but in my model tends to precede the spiritual. And I don't mean that absolutely as an ABC thing, but it's a good working hypothesis. You better grow up first in the physical, psychological sense, before you start leaping around in spiritual fires, because things go very wonky if you don't have a strong base. So most of my work is spent, I'm exaggerating, but I do exaggerate, is spent yanking people back from the spiritual. That's the spiritual thing to do, so to speak, right? Get a job, have a relationship, let go of your mother. I mean, ordinary stuff, ordinary things. Because, and it's always been the case, for about 50 years now, we've always wanted to take the spiritual shortcut. And it seems to me we still do. And it's not valid, actually. In fact, it's dangerous. So stay as long as you need to stay in taking the veils off of the me until there's one there and there's no veils left. And then you can say, yeah, it's all right to be me. In the meantime, it's a process. But don't try and sit in the two places, you see, at the same time. Just go right into the, the mud and the blood and the guts of it all. Do you see?
I do. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I get that. It's okay to be messy.
Yeah, have the honesty and this. Be straightforward about it. Say, well, this is me, and this is her, and this is where I am. You get through it much quicker. Much quicker that way.
Thank you.
We finished, haven't we?
Thank
You're
you.
one of these people who tell me when it's
Oh,
finished.
no,
I
it's
like
fine.
that. Thank you. That's enough. Shut up. Go away.
I'm trying to let go of my control aspects of my personality. No, sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Be you. So you're the kind of person who tells us when it's finished. Right? And in there lies the tale. don't know what the tail is, but it's something, doesn't it?
Well, I was just wanting to acknowledge that was quite a eureka moment for me, and it was just an acknowledgement of that. So I just wanted to say thank you. It was by no means a finish.
Right. But
thank
you are also entitled to say that's enough for now.
Okay.
You know, I've had enough of it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. I do feel using nicer words. I feel full with just allowing that to just integrate everything. So thank you.
Breathe.
Perfect.
Breathe into that then,
Yeah, breathing into that. Yeah.
and see what that's got to do with this. The hand thing, Jane. The hand
Yes.
thing. See what it's got to do with this.
Oh yes, where my hands went. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
We've finished for now. Okay.
Yes.
I suppose.
Thank you for letting me know.